presentation of the National Football League.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5. Rivers now. A short one there, caught by Warren. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Cody Barton on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake. Rivers. Got his man. It's Warren. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. This taken in by Downs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Colts.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Rivers. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing Rivers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9. Rivers to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Neville Gallimore showing off a bit on that nice stop.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The deep to return is Josh Downs. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They go play action. Rivers. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Only able to gain a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Colts 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And right side, they're going to go option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 13-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Ward. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, here's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 59 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now Rivers. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 33, here's second down and 8. Here's Pollard again. Well, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Ward. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Chimere Deacon, 62 yards. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 78 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Throwing, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
DK to return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Ward. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now, Ward.
Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Calling that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Ward. Pass incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big scorer, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run once more with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Colts first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rivers now. Looking outside and has got a man. That's Taylor. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce as time expires in the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, You've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good effort to spin free from that first wave, but they still hit him behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Ward. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Moore. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And some room to work. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down and 4. Back to throw. Moore. This is caught. It's close. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, So good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of a yard.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Cooks will come in motion right. They'll run with Pollard. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Pollard again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Cam Ward, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Slide for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Open man, the tight end Ward. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 124 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard
Another
line.
nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Rivers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Colts.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Play fake. Rivers. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Groupie for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tennessee offense set to go again. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Ward. McCockrell holds it in left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Running right, it's Pollard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Sly on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, nice move. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. This is 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warren. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Rivers to throw it. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. And this one is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So here we go, a big spot now for Blake Grupe. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So after the field goal, back out is Grupe to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Ward off the play fake. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 38.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Out of the gun again to Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, here's Ward. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Play action now. Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Pollard will take it up the gut. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Ward. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing is Ward. That is caught. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now, Ward. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cam Ward, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to build on their fourth quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now the veteran Rivers and the Colts down by 11, 2:11 to go. They're down to one timeout plus the 2-minute warning, so speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late. Throwing, Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor.
Rivers pass complete to Jonathan Taylor. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
First down, Indianapolis.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rivers. A short one there, caught by Warren.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Rivers. Pass complete to Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
When a linebacker is able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout,
A gain of 9
as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's 1st and 10. Rivers. A short one there, caught by Warren.
And coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here comes 2nd down. Rivers again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the 2nd half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.